All right, team. Tanner the Hooper, I should say, on your PlayStation tag. We're gonna do yours next. I already did Cade and KJ. I'm just picking a random game off of ball chasing, and that was close, and we'll look through it. So I'll go to the ball chasing tab right now. Looks like you guys won this one 3-2. So it should be close. Let's look at your boost. You are dark blue in this case. This is fine. I don't really care too much about that. Seconds of the 100 boost. I think pushing yourself to get a little bit more seconds of the 100 boost is good. But I think 30 is not bad. But this could mean that you're burning through the top of your tank a little bit too fast. Seconds with 0 boost. This is unacceptable. Way too high. I guarantee that your small pads number is going to be extremely low. Too high, too high. Amount usable supersonic though? Very good. Very good. That this is just 102. Small pads only 42. No. Not good, not good. I get up in the 70s, maybe even 80s sometimes. Gotta get this higher. So we'll look at your pathing and stuff as you're rotating out. I only stole one big pad. And not a lot of big pads either. So maybe you were getting yours yoinked. Like this guy stole 9, so maybe that's what happened. But my cat just jumped on my lap, so you can see his tail in my face. Say hi, Rogue. Say hi, Tanner. He doesn't want to say hi. But yeah, let's look at this stuff too. Doesn't really matter. You're not overfilling too much. It doesn't really matter. But the small pads. Let's look at your movement. Thing I like looking at is your percent of max speed overall. I think getting this maybe a little bit higher, like 65 to 70 is usually pretty good. But not bad, not bad. Everything else is fine and dandy. So let's get into the replay now. Decent kickoff. Be careful about staying there too long. So this boost is actually here. Use a replay bug. Gosh, my cat. So you grab this boost, that's fine. But what are you doing now? There's 0 chance this ball's coming to you whatsoever. And even if this ball does land and you could catch, like, what are you gonna do with it? It's going to make it easier for the rest of your team to know to go if you grab that boost and instantly start flipping across. And you can even grab small pads as you're doing it. Like you do it now, but that's too late. And you didn't grab any small pads there, which doesn't really matter. You're at 100, but you could use a little bit of boost and grab some small pads. You're rotating too tight in back post as well because you didn't flip early. So what you should have done, you go over here, grab that big boost. You're coming back, and as soon as you grab that big boost, look at that. They made this little diagonal of pads. It's kind of diagonal just for you. Pad. And you can be boosting while you're doing it. Pad. And you want to come in to back post around here. Obviously not every time, but because Cade is already front post, you have the time now to rotate back post. But now you have to like slam on your brakes here. And now you're no longer back post at the time you should be. Like it's still Cade's turn. You should be back post now. And now you're under the ball. So you didn't rotate as wide and get the timing correct. Like literally you have to back up. Got to make sure you get that with the nose of your car, but that's fine. Not too worried about the mechanical stuff. Like now you're back post. This is fine. Okay, maybe could have gone for that a little bit sooner. You could go for that a little bit sooner as well. You need to just play faster speed. I did a little bit of a demo jump scare by this dude. But yeah, as soon as that ball bounces, you want to go up. Oh, also the colors are probably messed up because somehow I have permanently turned on force default team colors and I don't know how to turn it off. So sorry about that. But you could have gone up for that sooner and you could have 50'd with that guy. But now it's open net. Oh, that's unfortunate. Look how many pads there are for you to grab that you don't grab. You grab that one there. Okay, you do get that one. You missed that one. That's fine. You're on ball cam. But pad. Or grab this one. You go in between them. Like you're not looking at the pads at all. Oh, you do grab that one. Okay. Maybe your padding's okay right there. Take back what I said. But what did you do when you committed? here. You gotta be really careful because you're last. You see that Cade slipping across. He did just get demoed, so you know he's at least gonna spawn. But you're beat here, like, for sure. If you're first person here, if KJ's not there, he's not on your screen, I'm fine with you going for this. You only have 16 boosts though. In your last back, you gotta be really careful. If I'm you, I fake challenge and I shadow. If you're right where you jump, I would just turn around. Like power slide turn. Because now look what you just gave them. If I'm this guy, oh yeah, that's all I could ever ask for. He kind of throws it in the trash can though. Go for pads here. You might be looking to wave dash, but you should have been getting pads. You don't need to be this far pushed up right now. You got 12 boosts now a second when you could have 30 something. And now you're too far pushed up as well. And I guarantee what's happening, you are too far pushed up because even if you're not doing this consciously, in your brain, you're like, I don't have any boosts, so I need to be closer to the play because I don't have the boost to get in the play if it were to happen. So you're trying too hard to read everything specifically, which sometimes when you are low boost, that is what you need to do. But you could have just had more boost and played further back. Just get pads, my guy. Just get pads. Please. You could have gotten so many pads and stayed in the play. And now you like took yourself out of the play. And that's why KJ cut you off, because you're taking forever, because you went all the way back for boost. And he's like, dear God, somebody needs to go. You got time here. Be really careful. Also, the way you're pointed in field, the reason this is awkward is because it's too close midfield. You'll want to be pointed more on the edge as you're shadowing this. Because if you were here, this would be a much easier ball to get and clear to the corner. But now you're like awkward under it. And what you could do is because well, I guess that guy did flip, which kind of scares you. And that could hit ceiling. That's just tough. At least you got a touch on it though. You went for a boost steal, but be careful about how hard you're committing. Like if you're going to go for that, I'd rather, instead of committing all your boosts to going for that, just flip instead. You already made up in your mind that you're going to go all the way for it. So flip instead and save some of this boost. Look how much boost you have. 47? 47 boost. And you don't need a boost there. You're too close to this ball. Like you're too close to Cade. When he's like possessing like this, like just give him his space. Let him do his thing. And now you have 0 boost and you're like awkward. Like this ball, if it comes to you, you're not going to have time to react because it's probably going to like go up the wall. You didn't. You had to turn back. You accomplished absolutely nothing right there. And instead of just telling you that you accomplished absolutely nothing, I'll talk about why. This boost grab was way too greedy. You don't need boost. You have plenty of boost and stay further back. When this is happening, when you're playing same side as the person pressuring to the corner, you should be at midfield. You don't want to go past midfield. But it's because you're 0 boost that you find yourself pushing past. Because think about it. If you're right here, if you're at midfield at the time all that happened, you're going forward at this ball with 40-something boost that you would have had. And you're making a play. Now that's like unacceptable right there that you weren't ready for that. That's good. You were in a tough position there, but you had to make a read. And you got an assist out of it. Good read. Because you were further back. In this situation, what you guys need to do on this kickoff, the person who goes for boost should always be the person to go behind where the person going for kickoff is. So you always want to go behind. And the reason for that is because Cade is going to go for this kickoff. The momentum of his car is going to carry him this way, and he's going to be likely to get this middle boost. And if the opponents steal this middle boost from him, now he can get this back boost. But if you take that back boost, then he's fresh out of luck. So that's why you should be the one cheating up, so it leaves that corner boost open for Cade on his rotation back. This is all just a little bit weird kickoff shenanigans. That's fine. Be careful about creeping up. You don't always have to be going forward. You don't always have to have your finger on R2. Like you're just like creeping up. This ball is not. Are you going for this ball or not? Like it's probably KJ's ball. You're playing second right now. You should just be hovering here. Once you see that it doesn't go to you, you should have turned back like here. But now you like faked your whole team, bro. That you're gonna go for that ball and then you didn't. And now you cut Cade off. Yep. It's the magic triangle, bro. This is the triangle that everyone it always should be like this. Where's my draw button? There it is. This triangle right here, dude. It might shift. The triangle might look a little bit more like this sometimes, but it's always like one person midfield waiting for the pass, another person kind of hovering right here, covering if they get beat. That's always what's going to happen. So as soon as this ball comes down this way, you should know you have one person back here. And what you could do is at least go flip the car cam real quick to see if Cade's way too far back, but he's not. This ball's going right to him, but you didn't even check. And you should just know that that's how that's going to go. Unfortunate landing. Pads. You're boosting already, and the boost isn't even there. Stop it. This pathing, you had 20 boost already. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe even 5. And then maybe if you have time, then you still grab this one. But this gives you so many more options, because as you're pathing here over these boosts, you can turn infield. Say you grab this boost and you're like trying to go for this boost, but you're still on ball cam. You see that KJ like dunks it over this guy and it starts going across midfield. You can boom, turn. You can go. But if you use all your boost to go for this boost that isn't there, and you're 0 boost right now and this ball comes across field, you can't turn anymore. Oh, the boost in pathing hurts to watch, Tanner. Oh. You also don't need a flip there. Maybe you thought a challenge was going to happen or something, but just land on it. There we go. I like this pathing across. That's good. That's your one stolen boost pad the whole game. Oh, but be careful about rotating back post now. Like, you should be rotating back post. And you don't need to be going too fast. It's all about timing here. So you can stay wide. You keep your speed. Stay wide. And then if you stayed wide here and you see this ball, now you're jumping from here, that's your ball all day, and it's not awkward. Look how awkward this is for you now, because you rotated in for no reason. Just stay back post. And back post doesn't necessarily mean that you're here. Sometimes it does. But back post just means that you're rotating towards it. That you're like, this whole area, honestly, to me, kind of counts as back post. And now you're awkward. You're so awkward this whole time, all because you didn't rotate back post, dude. You're still awkward. Okay, now you're finally not awkward. Or you still are a little bit, because Cade didn't quite get to that ball. So when you're pushing up here, you're here because in your mind you're like, okay, hopefully Cade can get there. You're like getting vision of the field. This is good. You see that Cade kind of screws that up. At this point, Cade's not getting to the ball. You need to turn around. So you could have turned around a little bit faster. What is KJ doing? Okay, just screwed up his wave dash. That sucks. KJ should have turned left at this point, not up the wall. Not your fault you got scored on, but you could have been in a much better position. Unfortunately, I messed up the speed flip. That's fine. I don't really care. I mess mine up all the time. See, this is a fine time to go for boost. You have plenty of time. This position right now, to most, might seem like in the game right now, if you're in this position, you might be like, oh, I'm so far back. I'm so out of the play. You're not. You're doing your job perfectly. It's okay to be this far back. Like they could pinch it. Just that Furphy guy could just boom it, like kind of like he does. And look at that. You're at this ball before anybody else with time to spare, with a good angle to shoot it, to maybe even double it, to do like anything you want. And look where you were. You're hovering the play here. It's okay to be that far back sometimes, because people just boom the ball. You're just playing boom. Ooh, that's a pretty decent shot. I think the play, though, would have been to tap this back to KJ. They're all covering. Like, the net's kind of covered. It's going to be really hard for you to score this. Always make the extra pass when you have the opportunity. You lightly tap that right here. Okay, just cleaning that up. Hard to notice those in the moment, though. Especially when you have a good opportunity for a shot. You just want to take it. And you almost still scored it. It's good placement. The reason why you're awkward here, you're at midfield when both your teammates are way past midfield. A rule of thumb, so you're third, KJ second. The further up, where's my cross here? The further up that second man is, you need to mirror that with how far you are behind midfield. If he's back there, you should be up here. Or he's up there, you should be back here. So you want to mirror that. It's a good rule of thumb, because now watch what happens. You're too close turning at this, then now you have to like awkwardly turn at this, where if you were back here, now you have a lot better angle. You could like turn this way, and this looks a lot better than this. Because now you can't even go for it. You would have been able to go for it with the other angle. I could have been you or Cade. I'm not going to nitpick that one. This is all okay. Because you were hoping that he could have got it through. That's fine. Just keep possession. Careful with how you rotate out. You usually want to rotate out opposite of ball side, but this one, every once in a while you find yourself in an awkward position. Actually, let's watch the whole thing again. It's because you had to challenge on that side. You probably could have rotated around, but this actually isn't too detrimental to rotate through. Boom, clean that up. Delicious goal. But look at your timing. You're like a little bit further back, where in other times you might have been in this situation and you might have been sitting right here, which would not have given you a lot of time, because you probably would have been like, oh, he's going to hit it, and then you would have turned, and then be like, oh, he didn't hit it, and then you would have to turn. But now you are far enough back that you can react to anything. You want to go for the other boost. Go for the boost behind the person going for kickoff. Because look, exactly what I said happened. Cade wants that boost so bad, and you yoinked it from him. He would have had 100 boost in the ball right now. I guess you have the ball anyway, but he would have 100 boost. Look how you're rotating back. You're going right at the ball. Rotate wide. If you're rotating wide, this makes you more of a passing option and ready to cut into the play at any moment. But you're rotating right at the ball. Like maybe you can get a demo or something, but you only want to do that if you know those options are there. Now you're just awkward, and you didn't get any pads. And now you're awkward because you're trying to get that pad and you rotated too wide because you're too close. And now you have this weird shadowing situation with zero boost, and it's scary. And you have no boost again because you didn't grab any pads, and now you're awkward. I'm gonna look at this one more time. Your teammate did just get demoed. But honestly, if I were you, I still just keep driving at the back post. I guess Cade's there. Wait, what? I thought Cade just got demoed. Maybe he respawned already? Oh, okay, that was weird. Okay, never mind. Cade's back. I take back what I said. You don't need a wave dash there. There's no reason for you to be that close. The reason you're wave dashing is because intuitively in your brain, you know, I want to have more speed, but I don't want to be closer to the ball. So you're like delaying and then getting that speed burst. But you could just be further back. Like you recognize you're too close intuitively. Like this is fine now because you're playing bang. And he bangs it. And now look how good of an opportunity you have because you're so far back. Not the ideal first touch, but it's still like good. It still puts the pressure on that. And now you're rotated back enough. You do want to rotate wider though. You're rotating midfield right now. You should be further to the left side of the field right now. Again though, I still think you could have been further back before this. So you're here. If you're here right now, rotating back, you're like here, and then you could still go up for this. But now it's over your head. So again, just too far pushed up every single time. And because you're awkward, that's why you got demoed. Like that goal is your fault. To be honest. That's fine, that ball will just scream at you. I don't think you're too far pushed up that time. You got the touch you had to. That's fine to challenge that. You had someone behind you. Scary, but we take those. Yeah, you didn't have to do anything there. Your position was fine. So yeah, two big things. The biggest one, you gotta be further back, dude. You gotta be. Just anytime you think that there's somewhere you should be, imagine 3 car lengths behind that. And the other thing, grab those pads. Stop relying on those big boosts. You literally used like 40 boosts one time just to go get a big boost. I know you're trying to beat somebody there, but like it's just you didn't even end up beating him there. You can't commit that hard. So use flips more when you are committing, and just grab the small pads. But those are the two big things. Other than that, big game tonight. Nationals. Don't want you to have to focus on too many things. So just focus on those two things. Let's get that dub tonight.